Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and greetings, and welcome back to my channel. Once again, my name is Tamika, and today I just wanted to reflect on a couple of things that I've been reading and contemplating on, especially when it comes to living with pain. And sometimes when you're living with pain, that it becomes ever all consuming in your entire life. So it really becomes a challenge to be able to see or think of anything else. And sometimes I'm able to find respite or probably just a bit of serenity when I read certain text. For me, for example, I enjoy reading the Bible. I was brought up in the Christian tradition, and I do find it gives me comfort. It's one of my go tos. It's not my only go to. So, this is not going to be simply about preaching to you. But I wanted to share something this morning that I reflected on that I thought would be helpful, and I wanted to share it with all of you as well. It's Psalm 119, verse 49 to 50, and it says, "Remember your word to your servant, in which you have made me hope. This is my comfort in my distress, that your promises give me life." I like reflecting on that because a lot of it does come down to we hear a lot about new technology. We hear about new medication adjustments. We're going to see specialists, physiotherapists, massage therapists, pain specialists, and it causes us a lot of distress and discomfort. So I find that in meditating on this particular passage, it really helped me to recognize that there is a power that is greater and higher than me, and that in his words and in the infinite wisdom of the power of these words, that I will be able to find comfort and distress in the difficult time. And one of the difficult times about distress that I also wanted to share that I read yesterday, I'm reading, it's called The Emotional Self-Care for Black Women by Layla Moon. And I think she's just writing from a perspective of someone with lived experience. But she wrote something here that I think is important to share as well. And it says, "And speaking of causes, one of the underlying root sources of the anger that is embedded deep into our community today is the racial wall that has forced us to live like outcasts within our own communities." I think that's really, really important because when you're trying to navigate a system that doesn't even see you as part of the community, your pain becomes less and less meaningful to that particular institution. Your pain becomes more of a nuisance. Your pain becomes seen as, are you really in pain, or are you just going through the motions because you're looking for comfort through medication? I remember actually recently having a nurse say to me, "Are you medication seeking?" while she had failed to provide the correct amount of medication that I was expected to be taking. But those are just some of the little things that we experience, particularly as Black women within a healthcare system, as she says, that doesn't really see us as part of the community. And we built up these walls, but they're walls of protection. So wherever you find the comfort, whether it's reading sacred scripture like the Bible, whether it's reading self-help books, listening to podcasts or channels, share with me. Let me know what works for you. What's been your sources of comfort? What's helped in the times of distress? And what's helped when you're learning to just live in the space of pain and discomfort, but also being able to recognize that you matter, you are valuable, you are deserving of love, and Black women should be celebrated and they should be cherished. Thank you. Take care. Have a blessed day.